Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. Today we're going to do one of these team versus team videos. I think that this works perfectly on the heels of my recent tier list. Seems like I wasn't really having too much kind of like, well, I don't think there was, like with the actual top 10, like I don't know that there was too much disagreements, but a lot of the discussion I was seeing was really about the top. People talking about Beerus versus Dabura. I think I like Dabura a little bit better than Beerus because Dabura, I think, has like a higher defensive ceiling than Beerus, right? Both of them have melee nullifications that works in their favor, but I think like Dabura with the dodge and the stacking and the taunt, I think has a little bit, again, as I said, a little bit of a higher defensive ceiling than Beerus does. Now, just this, so for the Dabura run right here, I just like went with what we had in terms of our opening rotation. We got a horrible start to this. And, I mean, it really caused things to go very slow, right? Because Goma and then both Daburas, if they have a negative, all three of them, it's that, you know, they rely on an enemy attack to do what they're doing, right? So it's like we need to get targeted for Goma to get his damage. We need to get targeted for Dabura to get his damage. And just the positioning of attacks and the double Dabura, it was just a really bad opening turn. And then I believe on turn 3 as well, we have pretty bad luck in terms of the enemy attack positioning. Beerus's Realm of Gods team, you guys see, I didn't really hold back. A lot of times, if I do like a video like this, you know, these team versus team videos, I usually try and make sure that like the same characters on each team, but like this Beerus versus Dabura works well because we're using completely different setups, right? And we could see the numbers and what these characters look like side by side. I feel like this is actually like a really timely version of this. Like, I'm glad I thought of like after I had the tier list up, and it seemed like most people, by the way, liked Beerus as #1 over Dabura. But again, for me, it's the defensive ability. I'll always lean more towards a character who's really, really strong defensively, right? So Beerus's Realm of God team is obviously really crazy. Especially after the recent amazing EZAs. Super EZA Beerus and Whis are really good. And then EZA Whis is just like, I mean, he's such, I mean, you guys remember, like, okay, like the thing about Whis is, I feel like he kind of mogged Shen, right? Like, he kind of showed up. Here's Beerus's melee nullification right there. He showed up, and he's a better version of Shen, basically, Whis. Like, he kind of is taking the role that Shen previously would have had. So, it's like, and you know, Shen is a character who, again, if this, like, if my LR or TUR tier list had been done, you know, a couple weeks ago, I mean, Shen would have been the #2 TUR there, right? So, I mean, it's really crazy. Whis is just a ludicrous character, as we can see with the dodging and shit. On the Dabura team, we're already up to turn 4 right here because just, again, the attack placements and shit just ended up really not going super well, the start of this fight. We do have LR Maja Vegeta on it, which is good. I also did speed the footage up a little bit because we do 2 fights. Because I wanted to do, I was thinking of, like, what's some fight I don't do too often, but it's not like a super duper 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 baby fight. And I landed on this Kale and Khalifa fight. And then I was like, okay, but I also think I do want to do a Realm of God fight because that's where Beerus can potentially be a little bit stronger, is going up against Realm of God enemies. So we do the Kale and Khalifa fight, and then we go right into the UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta fight is what we actually do, right? Because of the way Goma and Dabura are set up, sometimes they can have negative synergy, again, since, like, you know, Dabura's taunt will make it to where Goma doesn't get targeted, which is going to drop his damage down significantly. But I was thinking, like, we would just get rid of this Kale and Khalifa very quickly right here, and then, like, Dabura the next 2 turns, Dabura's active skills would absolutely just disintegrate. And then with the Realm of Gods team, I mean, this is what's so crazy about this team, right? On many of these turns, like Int UI Goku right here, I mean, he's got 100% dodge. I mean, he's just chilling. Int UI Goku is obviously very good, and he can really serve a very good role on this new Realm of Gods team, where just, like, we kind of use him where we need him, which I think is going to be huge. Great number right there for Evolution Blue Vegeta, right? This is active skill turn, so he's able to do some really impressive damage here. Nice hundo into a 78. Now, typically in this fight, by the way, you do want to aim for Kale first, because Kale is a crit super boss, right? But I believe I was looking to leave Kale alive to maybe try and get another melee nullification for Beerus. Is kind of like my main reasoning for that, because Kale does do a physical super attack, right? So now we'll be able to drop Beerus as active skill, and then, you know, we're just going to be able to do a shit ton of damage. So remember, anytime you're going to see a screenshot of Beerus, like, oh, look at his defense, look at his damage, it's on his active skill turn, which is really powerful, right? Like, the support he gives, along with just, like, how much extra stats he gets, plus the huge damage he could do, and he starts to look really quite good. Beerus does. So, like, right here, this probably, yeah, I think we do kill on this turn right here. Beerus and Whis and STR Whis are enough to finish off. STR Whis is just so crazy, man. I mean, it's like, if they don't, like, instantly super right away, I mean, we are really just chilling, like, completely chilling. So that's good. All right, now over here, we're dropping Dabura's active. Now, this is where Dabura just completely ends fights. I mean, his active hits so fucking hard. A little bit of it depends on what your super attacks are looking like, right? Because the point of Dabura is he does, you know, these supers, and he kind of, like, gets, like, a amount of stacked attack for a couple of turns. So that's kind of like what he's looking to do, is just get a bunch of those stacked attacks up, and then he drops the active skill. And I mean, on this team with a lot of these characters, it can be really crazy. Quickly, remember, Angel Super Saiyan 2 Goku, with the way we built this team, with it mostly a villain team, because I was just building around Dabura, right? When Angel Super Saiyan 2 Goku does his active skill, he does not trigger his support, because without the superclass condition filled, Goku has to actually get orbs to trigger his support. So remember, like, that's why if you run the team, and then we do get the finish off with the Beerus active skill KO screen, which looks really good. And then because we were just way too delayed in the first couple of turns, right? You know, the Dabura team is moving much slower here. Now, I always say when I do these, they're not really intended to be a race. It's just more so seeing the two characters literally side by side. And I think it does work, because what's funny is in basically both sides, it does, I mean, it does look like Dabura and Beerus are the two best characters in this video. Like, look at Dabura right here. Dude, here, have 400 million damage. Like, did you see that? Like, all right, say goodbye. So, yeah, like, and then it's like both Beerus and Dabura, they're so crazy, man. They are absolutely so insane. And this is kind of like damn near a Dabura god turn on the right here. Because this is the setup you want to use, right? Is you Dabura active, and then you could int Bobbity super in slot 1, and then it causes Dabura to go into this mode right here, where he's 114 million, 120 million, and then he probably still had 2 supers left over, and Khalifa's just dead, right? So it's like Beerus and Dabura can both operate with a turn like that, by the way. They both can do that, right? Beerus very easily, you know, if you get Beerus's active, or, I mean, if you double Beerus active or something like that, it can get very, very insane. Okay, so now at this point, we will just go ahead and jump on in. Oh, looks like I probably should have cut out a little bit of this right here. Just waiting. Okay, yeah, there we go. Now remember, Beerus gets quite a bit stronger against Realm of God's enemies. His support gets better for Whis and other Planetary Destruction characters, right? Or Realm of God's Planetary Destruction characters. So that should allow us to win pretty quickly. There's a lot of different options I could have gone with for both teams. I don't know. Dabura's team, like, doing this side by, because, okay, I saw someone tweet yesterday, and it was in reference to Majin Vegeta and Angel Super Saiyan 2 Goku. They were just like, oh, Realm of Gods is so crazy, maybe this character should get some buffs. And it was the Majin Vegeta and Angel Super Saiyan 2 Goku. And I remember looking at it and thinking, it's not even really that big of a deal. Like, it's like, because that whole, like, we had basically 2 celebrations in a row buffing it, right? The entire month of March was, you know, spent buffing basically Babidi's forces. That's what all, like, Yakon, Dabura, Super Easy Babidi, LR Majin Vegeta, Easy Int Majin Vegeta, right? Yakon, like, the whole thing, we got all the characters ready to go. But yeah, I mean, it's just Realm of Gods now is absolutely ridiculous, because keep in mind some of the options we're not using. I mean, people will talk about AGL UI Goku, who's very good, but I mean, I personally, he's like, I don't know, the 10th character on the list I would run or something. I don't know. I'd run the Blues. Like, we're not running the Blues. We easily could run the Blues. The Blues would have probably been better, too, than, like, Beerus and Whis. Would they? I don't know. It's just, the thing is, the point of the video, like, it's the team versus team, of course, but I really wanted to get Beerus and Dabura on the screen at the same time. That's the point. And bringing Beerus and Whis, they're going to juice the fuck out of Int Beerus, which is kind of the point of the video, right? Get Int Beerus juiced up into the sun as much as we can. So that's kind of like you know, a big reason why I did bring Beerus and Whis. But yeah, looking at it, it's like, damn, I feel like STR Whis' sub ECA, he's like much better than Beerus and Whis, isn't he? I don't know. That STR Whis is so crazy. It's like, you know, looking at his kit, it was very likely he was going to have a good EZA, but I feel like they gave him, like, a really crazy EZA. So I made one change. So the Realm of Gods team, I just kept the same between the 2 runs. I probably shouldn't have done that. We probably should have put, like, the Blues on here. Like, there's a couple other Realm of Gods characters that we could kind of, like, cycle in and out, right? I did make one change for the Dabura team. I took the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta off and put Pui Pui on. Pui Pui can be okay. I don't know. As time goes on, I think I'm not really as high on Pui Pui, honestly. I kind of like, it's just, I don't know. I wish Pui Pui would be supporting as well. It's you know, he could do some good stuff. He's not like a terrible character or anything like that, but he could do some better stuff. Here's Dabura and his unarmed super nullification counter right there. Perfect. Remember, Dabura, like, one of the clips we got, I can't remember what video it was, but it was Dabura. He failed his dodge against Evolution Blue Vegeta, and Evolution Blue Vegeta had been hit a bunch of times, and Dabura double-digit tanked Evolution Blue Vegeta super. And then it was like, oh my god, like, Dabura's upper limits are so fucking crazy. Like, that, like, when I saw that, I was like, oh my god, Dabura, he's on a different level even than I'm thinking, right? Keep him up. Look at Beerus, by the way. 84 million right there, just super, 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 super. And keep in mind, Beerus, his nullification is guaranteed against Realm of God's enemies. So UI Goku is a melee super, or at least in this fight does a melee super. So both Dabura and Beerus can counter him. I tried my best to pick, like, yeah, I just wanted it to be fair for both Dabura and Beerus to look as good as they can, again, while being on screen at the same time. That's the whole point. I feel like it all worked out well. It did. I think this is the turn where Dabura hasn't been targeted. Yeah, look how low the damage is right here. Dabura hasn't been targeted, just the way this has gone. I feel like both runs for the Dabura team, we really didn't get like a clean opening, unfortunately. So that Dabura, he's not like super built up. Maybe I could have thought about running Dabura in slot 3 right there, but certainly I'd want Yakon. Remember, if Yakon is in slot 3, he triggers incredibly powerful 3-turn support, which obviously is a huge deal. And then the Beerus team is closing in. I'm finishing up here. I did run God Goku on the team, by the way, but God Goku, I mean, he doesn't really amount to very much in these runs. I mean, it's like I mean, not like God Goku's bad or anything like that. And certainly remember the strength of him is his revive, which we do have. But like, I feel like God Goku probably would be a character who would be maybe a tad more effective in fights that would be longer. I think that's maybe an issue for God, because God Goku, like, his first turn, he's not going to die. Then maybe he dies on his second turn, and then it needs to be his third turn where he's got all of his power, right? Like, a lot of times that's just not going to happen in these current fights. We need an RE event. Like in order to see God Goku's full power, like, he needs to be looked at in an RE event. Beerus, I feel like we can kind of tell what he's looking like, but God Goku is more intended. Yeah, there's Dabura. 200 million damage or some fucking shit with his active right there. And then again, that allows us to set up Bobbity in slot 1 to even juice Dabura more. And then we go crazy. I think we probably kill on this turn, do we? Probably. I mean, Dabura gets really nuts, right? With this active skill turn. And this is kind of like just where the reason I land on liking Dabura a little bit better is just like, you know, like a little bit of a higher defensive ceiling, and then the taunt, which, I mean, Beerus can be like unstoppable god in slot 1 or something like that, but then the character could still die in slot 2, right? Or, you know, vice versa. Whereas like Dabura in like the hardest point in the fight is doing this 128 million right there. We got another one, daddy. Yep. No, it's a normal. Oh, come on. No, dude. Oh, and Pui Pui. We failed Pui Pui's procs. He did 0. The fucker. God damn, Pui Pui, man. Holy shit. Pui Pui. What a joker Pui Pui is, huh? So there we go, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Who do you like between Beerus and Dabura? Again, I'm on the side of Dabura, but Beerus is ridiculous. I don't think it's a wrong opinion at all if you think like Beerus 1, Dabura 2. I think that's valid. I do. I don't think it's a crazy take at all to like Beerus more than Dabura. But for me, I like Dabura a bit more because, again, of his higher defensive ceiling is the reason. And then here, we're in Goma's giant form. Obviously, remember, this is not a race, but like in like this type of setting, right? Obviously, Goma's giant form, we're going a little slow here. And this fucking Vegeta keeps taking 0 damage too. Dude, Pui Pui, if Pui Pui would have just hit his procs, we would have finished Vegeta last turn anyway, by the way. So now instead we're doing this nonsense. Yep. Yeah, and I remember what happens here. Then we use Angel Goku's active, and it doesn't quite finish off. It's because I use Angel Goku's active in slot 3. I should have used it in slot 2. I think we probably would have finished. I mean, the fight's over anyway, but... because like now, like Goma, we canceled Vegeta's super attacks, and then we're just chilling. So much of the time running this team, we just have a team protector mechanic up so often with this team. It really is crazy, right? Just, you know, all these abilities, just so much. All right, so we'll just finish up. So again, let me know what you guys think of both Beerus and Dabura. But remember, I mean, that Realm of Gods team is crazy. It's, phew. I mean, I really would have liked if Dokkan would have, like, not gone crazy for Realm of Gods until the Dragon Ball Super Remake came out. I mean, we got Beerus and God Goku a little earlier than we were expecting, but they sure did make a very strong Realm of Gods setup. And then there we go. So, chat in the hat. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks guys for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.